Breaking news, we have some brand new leaks for Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter 103 that just dropped, and they give us more information about the fight between Goku and Gohan on Beerus's planet. Plus, something that Goku says to Gohan has been a mystery since these leaks just dropped, but I have all the information for that event, for what Goku said in this video. So if you have any idea as to what I'm referring to when it comes to what Goku tells Gohan in the new Dragon Ball Super Chapter 103 leaks, let me know in the comment section below. Pause the video, drop it in the comment section, then watch the video and see if you get it right. And as always, huge shout out to the Black Squad, you guys who are here every single day, day in and day out, liking and commenting on the video. You guys are gonna get us to that 500k mortal plan, and if you want to be part of that dream, just hit subscribe and turn on all notifications. Let's begin. The chapter is gonna be called Inheriting the Future, and this title means way more now than it could have ever meant before, because even though weeks ago we were talking on this channel that this whole transition, this entire ending to the superhero arc, is about putting the next generation forward, including Gohan. We talked about this, Goku and Vegeta essentially passing the torch. It doesn't mean that they're not going to be in the series anymore, but they will have a lot more focus on the next generation of Z fighters. Not only were we talking about that, but at the same time, the unexpected passing of Akira Toriyama rocked me and this community to our cores, and this title could represent Toriyama passing down the torch to Toyotaro, who has to continue the manga. Either way, I love this title, and it means even more too, on top of that, that this is supposed to be the last chapter of the superhero arc. Remember, we are still in the Dragon Ball Super superhero arc, and this is supposed to be the last chapter before we get into a new arc. Don't know if there's going to be any break between this chapter and the next one, or any break between arcs. We have no idea if that's going to be the case. So as far as we know, next month around the same time, we should be getting more information about what the new Dragon Ball Super manga arc is going to be. But the leaks begin, as they always do, as a rough draft. Toyotaro drew this of Gohan attacking Goku and Goku blocking, but the kick is so ferocious that it pushes Goku back, which is exactly what I've been saying, that Gohan's strength and power are overwhelming Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku to at least a certain extent. All his kicks are far more intense, all his blows are far stronger, and then when Gohan kicks him again, he literally goes flying into a mountainside. These kicks and this speed is not only faster than Goku can dodge or block successfully, or even just stronger than Goku can kind of repel. So that's why I'm saying that as of this moment right now, yeah, Goku is on the ropes and Gohan has the upper hand. He has the advantage. Goku lands, destroying more of Beerus's planet, and tells Gohan that, "You're good, Gohan. Incredible potential as always." And I feel like this is a rough translation, because Beast, you know, the way that we are interpreting in this channel is that Beast is the next transformation from Ultimate, and Ultimate is Potential Unleashed, so Beast would be Potential Unleashed in Super Saiyan form. So Goku saying that he's got incredible potential, I feel like he's just saying that the potential that came out is incredible, not that he still has more potential, although I do think he does, but not like any more hidden powers that we don't know what they are, like we've had with Gohan his entire life. Gohan lands in front of his father, and Goku says this: "Not only that, this time you have trained and mastered it, you have changed. This means three different things. Number one, before, when he says potential, he's actually talking about Gohan's strength and power and how he's wielding the potential that he's always had and that he's finally unleashing because he unlocked it. Number two, he is saying that Gohan has trained and now he is very, very deliberate and specific and versatile with the abilities that this transformation has granted him, meaning that Gohan has actually trained. And thirdly, he has mastered this transformation, which is incredible because he just transformed into Beast Gohan not too long ago. But Goku says he's changed. Gohan responds, "It's all thanks to Piccolo." Goku says, "I see." Goku says, "However, I've trained enough as well," and starts to levitate in front of Gohan's eyes. I want to pause it right here because this is where a lot of people are confused, because Goku is saying that Gohan has trained and mastered his new transformation. He's mastered Beast, and Gohan says he wouldn't have been able to do it without Piccolo's help. But if we remember correctly, Piccolo only trained Gohan back in the Tournament of Power arc, and that's basically it. Since the superhero arc, we have not seen any training at all, and it literally just jumps right into this arc, so it's almost like there was nothing in between. But what if I told you that there was something in between and that Gohan actually fought Piccolo? Beast Gohan fought Orange Piccolo. What if I told you that actually happened and I found some evidence that points to it from the last couple of chapters? So the first piece of evidence is the most damning one, and this is literally the chapter right after the superhero movie, and it is Carmine and his henchmen coming from Magenta's funeral. The last time that we saw these two, the chapter before, is like this. Not only were they running away from the compound because Cell Max had just exploded, but they were pretty beat up, as you guys can tell. But skip to this, which seems like not much time has passed because it's the next chapter. You look at this and they are not hurt whatsoever. So what gives? Well, there was a mini time skip between the chapter where they destroyed Cell Max and the chapter where they jump Gohan. And there's one huge clue as to how long this time skip actually was, because as the chapter starts out, we get Carmine coming from Magenta's funeral. And so I had to look up, how long after death do funerals happen in Japan? I know Dragon Ball doesn't take place in Japan, I know that, but it's written by Japanese writers and authors and creators, and of course I'm going to be taking from their culture. And I found this right here. Most commonly observed are the Buddhist services on the 7th day after death. So if that's what we're going from when it comes to the culture behind Dragon Ball that created Dragon Ball, I would say a week has passed since the events of Dragon Ball Super Superheroes movie, since the death of Magenta and Cell Max. The smaller detail is here where you see Beerus sleeping at the end of the superhero arc storyline that follows the movie, and then in the same next chapter we get him fishing here as they're talking about Frieza. So yeah, that is kind of like less that I can get into time-wise with it, but we do know that Beerus sleeps a lot, so him sleeping for about 7 days, it's probably a very small nap. So the only information that we have right now that Gohan and Piccolo have fought and that Piccolo has trained Gohan to master Beast is basically Gohan saying it in these leaks and Goku saying that he has mastered it. So in 7 days, Gohan has mastered Beast by facing off against Piccolo, which I don't think is a huge issue because Piccolo is in orange form. He's going to be a stronger opponent, and there's probably going to be some escalation in speed when it comes to training, as well as Beast Gohan, in my opinion, just being an amped up version of what Gohan has already had, which is Ultimate, and with little to no surprises in it. So I do think that Gohan is going to have a relatively good handle on what Beast Gohan is, because it's just, you know, something he's already known, as opposed to someone like Goku and Vegeta, who really have to know how to use these new forms with their new little tricks that they really don't know up their sleeves, that they're not used to. So this part to me checks out. I do believe that Gohan could master this in 7 days, and even more so if they went into the hyperbolic time chamber or the room of spirit and time. So here we get to Goku levitating above Gohan. Gohan is kind of puzzled. He doesn't know what his father is going to do. I, at this point, feel like Goku's gonna, you know, summon Susanoo, but then Goku breathes in, stares at Gohan intently, and vanishes, instantaneously attacking Gohan past his guard, who Gohan was very much on his guard, breaking it, kicking Gohan in the back really strong. Gohan's even perplexed. He's surprised that this even happened. Goku lands and attacks Gohan again, this time teleporting right in front of him. Like, this had to be faster than the kick because he had kicked him, landed, and then teleported, hitting Gohan again. And so this seems to be a brand new move from Goku, something we really haven't seen in the past, where he is delving into a deeper level of Master Ultra Instinct. And to me, this shows that he has been training Mastered. He probably is using it just in base, similar to what Whis had told him in the past, and now he's much stronger in it. So it could be a possibility here that he is about to get the upper hand on Beast Gohan, but it's going to be difficult because he just acknowledged that Gohan has mastered Beast. So we're going to have high hopes for what Beast can do, as opposed to Goku, who we don't really know what he can do because we don't know if he's mastered Ultra Instinct or not, to the extent that Whis would like him to master it. But those are my thoughts on these leaks, guys. Let me know what you guys thought in the comment section below. I'll talk to you later.
Subscribe for more content.